Hello and welcome to the 14th episode of Noob Builds a Timberborn Base. Welcome to the city of Fargo, or the I guess is it the map of Fargo? I don't know. But anyway, this is the map's the save's called Fargo. I think that's what the city's called. I don't know. Don't hurt me. Okay, so we're now. Where are we? Now, last time we focused on the power and the batteries, and we built this nice 10,000 PH horsepower battery, and we've got this 8,000 battery. It's not enough to see them through the drought. It would be nice to be able to go through the whole drought on battery power. Ooh, that could be an objective. What do you think? Yeah, I think that might be cool. You know, everybody's got their objectives in these games. It's not necessarily a sandbox game, isn't it? But it's very flexible in, you know, if you want to build the biggest reservoir ever, the biggest dam ever, you know, people go out and do that. It's great. There's some great YouTubers out there who are working with Timberborn. So one question I have is there a limit to the horsepower that battery needs? So what would happen if we built another a bit higher? Would that be... Well, I think we're going to have to do that at some point. Maybe not in this video, maybe in the next video. Also, once we have explosives, of course, we could explode. We could dig down into the dirt, into the bed of the river, and make the battery higher in that way. Would that work? I think it might be. Yeah, we build steps down. Why hasn't it got a path? Because we don't need it. I'm not going to destroy those because you never know if we need them in the future. But anyway, this is actually, let's just have a quick cycle through our districts. 676 water. That's kind of low. Okay, so that's, but I don't think the drought has ended yet. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, there you go. Proof. The drought has ended. Now, let's watch this water wheel because this is always fun. 14 HP, 31, 40. Yeah, the physics of the water in this game, I was just watching the developer's video actually. Now, obviously cheating a bit on the noob thing of trying to learn everything through the game. Well, it gets a bit frustrating if I become, you know, a purist like that. And this game's too fun. I want to get to the you know, the bigger bits, the more exciting bits, and just grinding it through. So I know, so I'm cheating a bit. So, well, you can always ask for your money back. Okay, so 6470, yeah, so that's going nicely, and here we see slowly the battery going up. That's good. And this is nice. That hamster wheel, I'm now going to put him out to pasture. So we've got 4 beavers available for work, ready and waiting. They're going to get cracking. The potato field. Now, you know, you watch a lot of YouTubers and all their fields are square and everything's nicely fits nicely. Well, the thing is, when you start out, you can't quite do that, can you? You've got to go with the lay of the land, and then later we rebuild a bit, especially when we get the explosives. So we could blow up all that, this, and have all that flat as well, and extend the forest out more, which I think we're going to do. I think that's a good plan. Which means I don't want to build too much on there before we get explosives. If we, but obviously to be able to use explosives, we need a lot of logs, because logs are pretty much the base. It's like the base ingredient to most things, because logs make paper, and then paper make explosives. Obviously, that's equated in real life. You can't make explosives from newspapers. I was just wondering then, if I keep mentioning explosives, does that get flagged up by YouTube? Interesting. So, let's not get distracted. 1.4. I think 1.4 is the usual for this, isn't it? Let's see if I can get that higher. We were talking about building levees here, actually. Yeah, that's because also we get a bit more extra space to speed up these pumps, these water wheels. So obviously if they're putting up more output, but we don't really have a problem. That's going to take an interesting amount of time. I think they'll get to the top before the drought, and that's all what we're really after, isn't it? The drought. But they don't provide enough power back, so I think we need more batteries, or we need it to be higher. But then I guess if it's higher, it is going to need more power. Oh, that's already 1 in 8. What's 1 in 8? It's about 15%, 30% maybe. Don't do me for numbers, because I'm not very good at numbers. Words are my thing. Numbers are definitely not. So the irrigation's fine. The food is fine. Are we getting those chestnuts yet? No! We're still not getting the chestnuts. He's gathering chestnuts. What's his... yeah, his range is quite high. So, look, these chestnuts are here. It's 8 days, 34%. See, this is interesting. Days to grow, 24, 100%. And then days to grow, 8. And then, but that's only 34%. So whether it's 8 days after that, and then when it is matured, it produces 3 chestnuts. I wonder if it's only 3 chestnuts a day or 3 chestnuts before. We'll have to wait and see. Not quite sure on the and this is actually an interesting thing about the game, is that I don't know a lot of stuff of how this game is working, and yet I'm able to play it. And so he's got 4 sunflower seeds. It's concentrating on sunflowers. They seem to be going well, and we've got 4 sunflowers. 4's a good number because it shows that some are being eaten. Potatoes, 117 grilled potatoes. I'm very happy about that. In fact, I may switch, because how many raw potatoes have we got? Is it a potato? Yeah. I may switch from chestnuts. Go to potatoes. Let's just get some, because have we got a chestnut? We have. So if the chestnuts get harvested, they will go there first, and that will be the signal. But we'll make use of this and make some more potatoes. Potatoes are a very dense energy source, and that's why they're so popular, because as a vegetable, which they are, they pack a lot of punch, and so it's quite efficient for potatoes to be grown for the population. Whereas say like I know a carrot, it doesn't contain as many calories per plant. The only problem is potato. I mean, how we're going into food diet stuff here, but diet's important, and to this game, diet is important. It's a factor, isn't it? Obviously, potatoes have lots of starch, and that's bad for the for the body. It's kind of got too much. So a few potatoes is good. Actually, I read years ago where if you ate a potato, if all you ate was potatoes and bread, you'd have all the vitamins and minerals you had. I don't know if that's true, because I've kind of looked it up recently and I can't find reference to that. So Anyway, right, back to the game. Timberborn. Let's not get distracted. I'm afraid this... Yeah, you're going to have to... if you're going to subscribe to this channel, there are going to be distractions. We are going to sometimes talk about movies, talk about what's in the news, talk about food. Yeah, because I have ADD and very difficult to focus. But we're going to focus on the game now. So we've got no wind coming out there. So this is the power supply for the smelters. Look at all this metal. This is a big success. And obviously look at all this flat land here so that we can build on later. He's got nothing to do. Keep him on? Probably not. I mean, what's the point? So let's just destroy... We'll keep on that teeth grindstone because you never know. Excuse me. So we don't actually have any spare. Even with him, we don't have spare. We've got a very active distribution post. Do we need... I'm not sure if we need all these in the distribution. Yeah, let's see if we watch that, it goes from 0 to 1. So they're being employed elsewhere. I guess in the district centre for when we want to build something. We've got 3 scrap. We don't need 3 scrap builders, but hey ho. What's this? Let me just check on the massive storage underground pile 1000. We can actually build that now. We're on 1.3k science. Excellent. So we can build that if we want to, which will save space because they only store 180. The underground piles 1000, which is I don't know, what is it? 6 times the saving, but we're not going to do that yet. And if we did, what would we do it for anyway? I don't know. Right, we're just going to let that side go. Now, logs are a factor. We're down to 91 now, actually. And I think we need... Yeah, we're still in District 2, that's why. Duh. Okay, 181. This area here, that's right, we were going to... It's got nothing to do in range. Oh, that's because we've not selected the cut trees option. So anything built, any tree within that range is going to get, let's do down here as well. Come on. Right, so why is that red? Oh, no, it's good. So any trees in that range is going to get cut down. We want to grow more trees here. Let's I'm going to put... Ah, yeah, we've got a drought situation, so we need irrigation. We have got probably enough water. If we put one more irrigation down here, I mean, eventually we'll have explosives and we'll build a canal. We'll build water for here. But that's later. So, irrigation... I want to get the maximum out of... Actually, to get the maximum out of it, we've got to go... Well, it's always going to get the water, so that doesn't matter as much. Yeah, so... Actually, if we just save... Make the path efficient. If we build it there, it's... Yeah, I know we waste some of the... in the lake, but the most important thing is we get... Yeah, well, I mean, it's more efficient. If we built it down there, we'd have to build a path down there, then we lose some valuable land. Now, the forester can go there, so the irrigation... So here is not going to be irrigated, so I'm going to build... The water is filling up very quickly, therefore I'm going to build... Can I build the more water storage. Okay, so that's 600. I think this is essential, so we're gonna go for it. 30 metal, and that's, we've got the metal ready. Let's go up there. Yes, there we go. Nice big fat water storage. Here we've got metal blocks 82. We don't need to build. What are these guys carrying? Looks like water. Yeah. So they're carrying water back into there. That's not very efficient. Where are they carrying it from? Interesting. Maybe, yeah. So they're carrying it from these two because these are full. So when that's full, that's going to be able to. These, that's very small, isn't it? But it's good to have one of them. I think I might get rid, but then when that's full, this is going to be overfull. But I don't think it is because it's the beavers are going up and down that road, and so they're going to be drinking a lot. Because this one, look, it's always empty. And this guy's coming to fill it, but what happens is, no, he's not. Is it irrigation? Yeah, he's filling the irrigation. Where's he going? So look at these chaps. They're going to fill the irrigation. So we haven't got enough. So they're having to travel. We've got 3 there. We've got 2 there. Yeah. So I think water pumps and this area here. See, oh, the Lido. Is it ready? I think it is. Yeah, look, here comes one chap. Oh no, he's gone for the water. Good man. So there is water here. I probably, yeah. So let's build another water pump here. This is kind of slow. You know, we're just kind of tinkering a bit here, aren't we? We're not really doing big, massive things. But the water is so important. You've really got to. If you played Timberborn more than a few hours, you realise that water first, then food, and then everything else. Everything else doesn't really matter because food and water will keep the colony surviving. Look at all those potatoes. That's quite a lot, isn't it? Have I got enough food? No, have I got too much food? There may be an argument for 1.6k, maybe too much. And all these potatoes are getting grilled. They're getting eaten though, because look, it's not at maximum. And potato storage is not 100%, so oh, the storage of the I probably could put another grill on. How much does the grill cost? I've got 5 spare anyway, so you know, maybe that makes sense to get things. I mean, that will empty more, but then so what? I mean, how much is a grill? It's 25 logs. You see, the thing is, 25 logs. There's a bit of a knock, but not too much. Okay, let's build another grill. Let's just go for it. And then, so do we want to build it here? Now, I'm going to make more of a thing about these decorations to get there. Look at that. We're on 8. That's global. Right, District 1. 9. That's not good. So, because we want it to be over 10. That's the target. Where have we gone? We've moved things around a bit. It's always a problem, isn't it, when you move the map? Right, that's where that's where they usually. I think it's what is it? Is it Z? Yeah. If you press Control Z. No. Is it Control V? Camera state saved. So if I rotate it there, press V again, it goes back to that standard view, which is a nice little Nice little tip to know. So what I'm going to do here, so I'm going to start building more decorations. You know, the shrubs do their job, and then we could put a bench there as well. Look at that. You know, actually, what happens when you... It just shows the walking. So does it actually have an effect? Let me just... I don't think a bench has ever come up. The shrub has come up. Oh, the scarecrow does have an effect. But the bench doesn't. But I have seen them sitting on the bench. So maybe that helps them rest. You know. But there's no bench. Hunger, sleep. So I wonder if it adds a little... We'll have to... can you check that out? Unless we do extra research, but we don't want to... Okay, so we've got a lot of... Right. That's a lot of building. Can we just get a quick... What about building out here to get these logs up here? Get a quick boost. Why not? Yeah. Let's delete that chap. Sorry, but more employment is no longer required because we're expanding to new pastures. Look at that. Yeah. Okay. So that's 2. So that will be 1 there. Put the path. That means we need to put a platform. I know this is using... I mean, that's using 6 logs, isn't it? 2 logs, 4 planks. And then this is using another 5 logs. But we'll be able to get at all this wood. And anyway, we need to expand up here anyway, so it makes sense to do that because we need to expand a bit. I wonder if it's time... No. I was just thinking if it's time to put another lumberjack in. But by the time he's cut down these will just be about growing anyway, so it just means there'll be a... Yeah, that's right, we were going to plant more trees here. We got distracted, didn't we? So let's plant more trees here. Obviously pine trees are, I think, the best trees. So let's go big. We're going to go very big, and they're all that's not going to be watered, so there's no point in planting him. He's going to die. But these are going to be watered anyway because of this. I did say I was going to put another... Okay, so now we've done all that. We speed the thing up to get everything built. What did we... I think we built the water pump first. Water wheels are going okay. So do we need... do we need more planks? We do need more planks. So we're going to put the lumber mill back on. Gears, obviously, making gears. We've only got 2 gears. So we definitely need to crack on with that. We did build up a good supply of planks in the last one. I think mainly because we weren't building that many things that needed planks. Okay. Oh, you go. The waters. We've got 5 employees, so we can fill probably everything. That's adding more water, and hopefully that's going to get filled. It's not getting filled yet. See, I think a lot of the water is going here. Is that very effective? Because most of the beavers are not only staying around this central area anyway. They are going there. So if water's going there, so the only ones that are going past here are the farmers. but they do need water, don't they? So maybe it makes sense to keep that there. I got rid of these ones, didn't I? So I've got this space, this 4. Would it be effective? Yeah, I think that's what I wanted to do. I put medium tank in there, and then, and of course, we do the we're doing the new decoration of a shrub. Ah, you see, look, when you click on the shrub there, it highlights all the shrubs. Now it doesn't do that if you click on the gears, which I kind of like that to happen. Or even click on them down here. When you click on the gears down here, they all light up. It just makes, there's no real gameplay benefit from not having that. So hopefully, it would be great if the devs watch this channel. I wonder if that shrubbery is actually superfluous or anything, because that they're all getting the shrubbery action there. But some of the water, if you're just shuffling water between here and there, you know. Okay, I mean, it hardly costs anything, so it makes sense to... oh, potatoes, yes. Come on. So grilled potatoes, and maybe it's worth... Can you do a warehouse with grilled potatoes? You can, so let's do... We'll just add a little extra small storage. We'll put it here, the grilled potatoes, because it'd be nice to have a long single warehouse, wouldn't it? Because then we can feed. You know, we disperse the feed in. So there we go, grilled potatoes. And that way, if these guys are really, so that's going down anyway because we put more production in play, and this should be going down. Wow, it just shot up to 61. Interesting. So potatoes now, look at that, 332. Foods at 1.6. I think recently it was 1.4, so that's increased. I don't have a problem with over egging the food, as you would say right now. Not over egging, but oversupply. That's what I'm saying. Sometimes I find it hard to get to the words I want to say quickly. You know, in the time. I watch other YouTubers, and their words just flow more. Maybe it's practice. And maybe the way I speak is... Ah, wrong one, you doofus. I'm also, yeah, you probably realise I don't swear on this channel. I do swear in real life. You know, friends and that. Not, you know, I don't go to Sainsbury's and say, "Can I have some blank beans, please?" But you know, so I'm not like, you know, ideologically opposed to swearing. It's just I don't swear on this channel. I've just decided not to. It's easier. So I use words like doofus, which are kind of, you know, what's that word? Not hipster, sort of home. Oh, not homespun. There's a word for it. You know, like Americans who say swell, which I don't think any Americans say now. Anyway, it was considered square. But and doofus, of course, there's the first time I heard the term hipster doofus was on a Seinfeld episode, which I quite like. I'm a big Seinfeld fan. It probably shows my age because that was over 20 years ago, wasn't it, when it first came out? And I mean, now you watch the whole thing on Netflix, but it's kind of dated. It's interesting, isn't it? Although, interestingly, Curb Your Enthusiasm isn't dated, but that came afterwards. I'm a big Curb Your Enthusiasm fan as well. And obviously, if we're going to talk about swearing, yeah. That's probably one of the best American TV shows for swearing. Okay, let's focus. So now we've got the new forest. So we're going to have a very good supply of wood. We can continue building. We're getting these logs up here. Look at these guys go. That's good, isn't it? You know. Wow, they're going all the... Oh, they have to travel... Okay, come on. Let's build a log. Yeah, we should really, because those guys... We're going to get these trees as well. And so if these guys build that... Logs... Maybe we're going too fast now. Let's slow down a bit. So these guys don't have to travel too far to store the logs. And then we've got a northern log supply. We've got a southern, which I think is efficient for now. You know, I haven't thought about big plan. One thing I've just learned about is the building the workers. Oh, the yeah, we need that. So let's reduce distribution because we're only sending metal anyway. So does that mean there's 2 free beds? So, you know, I think we have enough workers here. Look at this. The scrap metal's good. Metal blocks are now at maximum. So what do? Do we build another metal supply? How about we go and build, yeah, the underground pile. Ooh, 40 gears. That's a good one. Yeah, so that's a good improvement. And it feels exciting. Excuse me. Actually, and here. Actually, can you build a shrub? A shrubbery? By the way, when I say shrubbery like that, it's referencing Monty Python. Just those people who have no idea, who've never watched The Holy Grail. But most people who have watched The Holy Grail will know that it's perfectly acceptable to mention shrubbery in that way. So, underground pile, I always forget. Yeah, right, there we go, nice. And then we'll empty that and probably turn that into maybe scrap metal, because I would like to get rid of all this. It would be nice to get rid of this and then we can build something there. I've got a... I mean, that's interesting, isn't it? What do I do after that metal is gone? Well, there's this metal, which may need another district putting in just to grab that. And I'll be able to grab these logs as well, because I'll have to pay for the expense of building up this big... it's not a ledge. What is it in geography? I can't remember. A cliff? No, it's not a cliff. There's the ridge. It's kind of a ridge. Yeah. There's a ridge. And that's the valley, I guess. Okay, so that's going to happen. What do we got? 3 vacancies. Yeah, I'm not too worried about that. Because all the things that need to be done are being done. This is probably going to get flattened when we go explosives heavy. We've got 133 logs. This, let's speed it up again. So all these logs are going to get cleared. Why is there no action? What is he? Is he hungry? Why he's not now? Everybody seems to be still sticking at 9. Was it 8? No, it's global. Okay. I'm not that worried about District 2, but District 1 should be on 10. Come on, people. You've got a Lido. What the hell? You know? It's very difficult to click on them when it's going fast. So look, okay, grilled chestnuts would be a thing. We have chestnuts! Therefore, now I'm going to change that to chestnuts. Now when you change chestnuts, obviously the grilled potatoes still stay there, so you don't really lose much. you actually still keep the 30 potatoes that were there before, but now he's doing chestnuts. So hopefully there's only 12. Let's have a look over here at these chaps. 46%, 26, 38. So these are all kicking. So he's at 100% now. And this gatherer flag is prioritising a chestnut tree. So he's the one working. It doesn't. Yeah, it shows them in blue when you select. Actually, that chestnut, I've got to move this because that's not being accommodated. That chestnut tree there, that's why it's at 100%, because it's not being used. And gatherer flags are free, so it makes sense to that would be a good place. In fact, let's empty this. We'll put a try and see if there's any other place. If we empty that water, so we've got a path there, it's not very efficient. So this water would be better. So let's empty this because we don't need, 3 small. We only need 1 small, and then we probably need a large. And there's only 1 there anyway. And does this ever get? Trying to empty that. Right, so that's empty now. Delete. Yeah. Food. Gatherer. It's interesting how you can still build on the rubbish. Why is that? Wait a minute. He got built on top. No, you can't build there because he's not going to be able. Yeah, he's not connected. So I accidentally built on top of the warehouse, which you can do, but you need to have a step. Oh, chestnuts. Chestnut tree. So it's not chestnuts, it's chestnut tree. I mean, we can keep them both on. Have we got? No, we haven't. Okay, so let's delete this then. And then we can probably put another decoration in there. Oh, look! 10. Oh, that's global view. But that must mean, yeah. Okay, so we are... Let's slow it down a bit. We're at 11, so excellent. But because we've got this space and we've got a drought coming, obviously, in 3 days. What is that? Planks. Do we need that? Really? Maybe. We could get rid of it in the future. Well-being. What single well-being? So we don't really need that. A medical. Oh, look. Let's select water because I forgot that, as we always do. Oh, a shrine. Yeah. Which reminds me of the Shriners. Is that a real thing or is that The Simpsons? I think it's The Simpsons. No, I think it might be a real thing. I never understand what those things are. Is it a Masonic thing? I know it's lodges and stuff. Anyway, so if we go back here, we can see now all the chestnut trees are now within his purview. Yes. Which will mean that we'll get more chestnuts. There we go. Well, let's speed up a bit, because why not? So, I've noticed we're maybe going a bit slow. We have been going a bit slow. But that's because we're trying to work things out and do sort of build stuff when it's on slow, and then when we're actually getting the harvesting the resources, we can take it fast, so we can build up. So let's think about yes, that's going to be a nice lot of wood there. We need to start building paper and explosives. We'll probably let's add wind. We need to add wind to this as well, but I'm going to add it down here. Now we did talk about get it. Now I noticed on another that it may be best to put the shafts either underground. Well, underground costs explosives. If you put them overground, it costs them. So let's go overground. Let's put like a tray, nice, because we've got the wood now. Delete this. And let's just see. I don't think I can put, I think I've got to put, yeah, I've got to put a, I think I'm going to put the height of the shafts up high there, right, and then I'm going to take it to here. Actually, I just realised I could take them. No. Okay, what about this? What about this? Yes. Ooh, I think this is a good idea. I'm going to slow it down a bit just because I want to build this first and then we can take advantage. We've got lots of wood, so it's good. We'll speed, if we run out of wood, we'll speed up. So, here's what I'm thinking. Power. Because you can build power lines or power shafts over paths. You can't build it on paths. So we get rid of that path there. So I've got to get rid of this path here. Because here I'm going to build a high power shaft. So we're going to run the power shaft along the path. Because it kind of makes sense. It saves space. Because you can't put a building on a path, so the building is kind of wasted. So, no. Why double? What are you doing? You just need a single. Don't get. I'm getting all excited here. So look at that. If we build that there, and then we build. There we go. Yeah, this is a big building. Actually, I'm going to speed it up because I think I'm going to have to. When you do got a lot of building on. So the power will be built along here, but we don't want to build it all the way just yet because we will need to drop down the power to power things that we want to power. So there we go. So that then means that we can have a paper just thinking actually where I'm going to put the big storage thing. So we'll put a paper mill here. Oh, we'll need to. So what have we got? Paper mill, printing press, tapper shack, wood workshop. The wood workshop don't really understand quite. I know it does, like, you know, certain planks, but maybe that's to do with the bots. I don't know yet. Tapper shack, I know that you get syrup and resin, and maple syrups need to make maple pastries. It's a bit of a fiddle. I'm not quite sure. I mean, it's a bit fiddly. I'm not quite sure if it's really that warranted, but we'll find out. Printing press, which makes books. I haven't seen how books are relevant. I don't think, but maybe they are somehow. But I haven't seen it yet. Paper mill. Paper mill is needed so that we can make explosives. So we definitely want to do this. This is 250. We've got 311. We're going to pay for it. We're going to build it. And is that... Yeah. That... No, that is... Oh... You see, some of them are long and some of them are wide. So I'm going to have to move that plank storage, which maybe is a good thing anyway, because it's going to take a lot of work. So we'll build my underground storage, and this is going to be planks, because we seem to be making quite a lot, and I think, well, actually no, we don't want all the logs to go into planks, but all the logs going into planks, because the logs are going to go into paper, which goes into explosives, which then we're going to blow all this lot up and make a lot of space. I mean, all these things are going to take time. Oh, the droughts happen, doesn't it? The droughts happen, but we still got water. The batteries are still... Yeah. We're going to sort these batteries out. We're going to make... Oh, well... Actually, what we could do is wind. So, duh. Right, that's being built. That's going to get emptied. It's not emptying yet. Actually, no, what we could do, we could switch this to logs. Although we seem to have quite enough... Okay. Yeah. Right, so windmill. A windmill will go there. See, it won't go there. But why shouldn't it go there? That... If I delete that, would it build there? Let's just see. So if I build that, will the windmill be built there? It makes sense to be able to... No. Is it the power wheel? I want to see if this works. So... What is the... Let's learn, because this is what this... Yeah, it does. So you have to destroy the building to build... No, we want a T-junction there because we want the power still to be... Yeah, transferred. No, we're going to put the wheel back because... Ah, okay, well, that's stupid of me, isn't it? Oh, no, wait a minute. No... The wheel won't go back there because now the well, but the wheel didn't go up. The wheel fit exactly in that spot, and you can't put it back there. We'll go here, we'll go there, blah blah blah. Oh, it would go there, but I don't want to. The power can. Yeah, you see the entrance. These. Goes that way, doesn't it? So the power has to come in. So I'd lose that storage. What is that storage anyway? What is that? Berries. I suppose. Well, we're going to get rid of that probably. That's superfluous. But yeah, so the printing press, just to have the reminder, is going to go there. So the hamster wheel. Oh, there we go. The hamster wheel. If that was a T. I wonder if this plan is working. There's a path there. That's interesting. There's a path there, and the power source is at the top. Yeah, so you're not going to get the power. Oh. Why is that green? Well, if I build it anywhere, it's going to be green. What's that? Too far from the district. Right, so you can build it in the with nothing connected in it. But now I have nothing going on. Well, the windmill's just coming online, but what's that going to... 116... Is that going to do anything? That's at 0. That's at 0. Oh, it's going to do something. 168. But that's running at 58%. But it's still running. And if we put another windmill online... Damn, I lost that power wheel. Actually... that might be a good thing to have happened. We're going to lose that space, but don't worry too much. If we build that there, and then you see, look, we there's nothing there though, is there? There is a path. The path is the path needed. Yeah, the path is needed because that gear workshop needs it. So, if we build then that there, that there. Yeah, that's good. Okay, I'm probably going to finish soon. I just want to... Yeah, so we now have... Oh, that would be interesting. How much are these? These are only 1 logs. Yeah, we've got the logs, haven't we? They're only 1 logs anyway. We'll build a 4. It costs 4 logs, but you can see now I've connected this with that. I mean, it only brings on... Well, it brings on the lumber mill and it adds the water wheel. And the drought's finished, which is great because we've